Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, my dear Chintos. Vanakkam, 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 vanakkam. I welcome you all for yet another cracking session. எப்படி இருக்கீங்கடா? How's it going, my dear Chintos? எப்படி போயிட்டு இருக்கு? How are you people doing? Yes. Yes. வாங்க சார், வாங்க. வந்துட்டடா. ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாமா? Tell me. Are you all ready for the session? நீங்க தயாரா? நான் தயாரா இருக்கேடா. இன்னைக்கு we will be having a discussion on complex numbers. இன்னைக்கு நம்ம பார்க்க போற சாப்டர் நேம் என்ன? காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் நம்பர்ஸ். சார் காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் நம்பரை பார்க்கிறதுக்கு காம்ப்ளெக்ஸா இருக்கும் சார் அப்படின்னா கிடையாதுடா. This is one of the easiest chapter, I would say. Yes, சில questions are kind of difficult, but other than that, if you understand that, I'm sure everybody can make this chapter in a beautiful way. Okay வா. நல்லா இருக்கீங்களா guys? நல்லா இருக்கீங்களா? How are you doing? எப்படி போயிட்டு இருக்கு? Hi Sham, Anbu, Parasu, hi Mani Bharati. Let's go. Yes, let's go. Avis Luthis, I'm going to talk about complex numbers. I'm going to teach complex numbers today. Tell me, code craft verse. Hi. Yes, Sham. Ama high weighted chapter. Yes. Good evening. Na wangada. Yes. So before getting into the show, see, I just want to tell you one thing, that today we are going to talk about part 1 of the complex numbers. So I'll cover part 1 today. Okay. So part 1 of the complex numbers, and then we will have part 2. If you are not able to finish in part 2, then we'll have part 3 as well. Okay. Yes. So and I just want to tell you one thing, da. So for the 90% scholarship test, book a visit. Okay. Book a visit. For that, link will be given in the description, da. Okay. After registering that, you will be going to the nearest VLC center and go visit nearby VLC center and write the test. Okay. Book a visit for this. Link will be in the description. Go tap it, register, go rock it. Okay. Yes sir. Now, and one more important thing, please do subscribe the channel. This is very important da. Subscribe pannada namalukku okay updates varum. Okay, latest updates ennani therinjikalam. Okay, so very important, please do subscribe. This is a kind of motivation for us too. Okay, and now without any delay, let's get into the show. Let's get started. Sir, ஏன் சொல்லக்கூடாதுடா. என்ன சாப்டர்? காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் நம்பர்ஸ். Okay, so I'm going to talk about complex number part 1 today. Part 1 complex numbers. Part 1 complex number will be a very big chapter. The whole chapter we will not be able to finish now. Inaki we'll try to see till argand plane. Okay, till argand plane if possible. We'll just continue after that as well. Okay va. So class 11th can watch this as 100% yes. 100% yes. Okay, so yes. Okay, what are the things I'm going to cover in today's class? Sir, enna cover panna poringa sir? Sir, paring sir, notation of the complex number first. What is complex number and what is the notation of that? Conjugate, modulus, argument of a complex number. Okay, conjugate and its properties, modulus and its properties, conjugate and its properties, modulus and its properties, argument of a complex number. What is this? The argument of a complex number. Next time I'm pathina argument of a complex number. Next, after that, representation of complex number in different forms. Then we'll talk about de Moivre's theorem and Euler's theorem. Properties of arguments. Rotational concept of a complex number. Rotation of a complex number. Complex geometry, which means we see some geometry. Okay, using complex. Cube root and nth root of unity also we will be talking about. Now, triangular inequalities, very important to find out maximum minimum values. Let us see what is this all about. 11th முடிச்சிட்டு பார்க்கலாமா? 11th முன்னாடியும் பார்க்கலாம், 11th முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறமேயும் பார்க்கலாம். அது உங்களோட இஷ்டம்டா. ஓகேவா? பட் நான் என்ன சஜஷன் பண்ணேன்? எஸ் நான் சஜஸ்ட் பண்றது ஒரே ஒரு விஷயம்டா. See, whatever you learn it in a very good manner. Okay, wow. So that learning will happen only if you have a clarity over the concept. Okay, wow. Yes, sir. So first let us talk about what is iota. Iota na sir basically. Sir, till 10th standard now I'm happy in this, sir. So till 10th standard I was very happy learning real numbers. What made us learn complex numbers? Why we started learning complex numbers? Tell me, sir. இப்போ ஒரு equation நான் கொடுக்க போறேன் சார். For example, ஒரு equation x square plus 1 இங்க பாருங்க சார். x square plus 1 is equal to 0. So இதை solve பண்ணா x is equal to plus or minus what I'm going to get, tell me? Minus 1. Yes or no? Sir, how do I get this now, tell me? So square root of negative number. To find out square root of negative numbers, the reason behind learning complex numbers. Okay, now in general this square root of minus 1 will be denoted with what? I. Okay, this I is what basically iota. I is what? Iota. Now tell me guys, is this equation, does this equation have any real numbers da? In the equation no real number da. No real number. No real solution. But it has imaginary solution. In the equation imaginary solution irukku, and the imaginary solution enna? That will be represented by using iota. Purida? Yes. Now firstly let me talk about iota. Iota enna basically simply ida. Iota will be denoted with ida. I means what, sir? Square root of minus 1, sir. 1 now. Yes or no? Yes. Sir, cube, can you teach cube root of unity? Yes, I'll teach that also. Please listen. Today's math class has cancelled today, Vidyal. No worry. Okay. Yes or no? Yes, just a minute guys. Ore or nimsham da. Math class. Today no maths class da. Today no math class. Vidyal batch ku naalage da irukku class. Okay. Yes. Okay. See, square iota means what? A square root of minus 1. Okay, wow. Yes, sir. Sir, properties of iota and pathina. Properties of iota. Let's see properties of iota. Okay. Properties of iota. Props of iota. Sir, properties of iota is, sir. First pathina pare. I is equal to square root of minus 1, sir. If I square panna enna varum? I square panna minus 1 varum, sir. Yes or no da? I cube panna enna varum? I cube panna this can be written as I square into iota. No hurry bari. Listen the class carefully. Okay, wow. Yes or no? I to the power of 4 enna, sir. I to the power of 4 is going to be what, sir? I square into I square, sir. I square into I square panna minus 1 into minus 1, which is equal to what? Purida? Masa. See, these 4 properties are very, very important. These 4 properties are very, very important. Okay. Now, for example, if I have to write I to the power of 2026. So, repeat, sir, you did not teach. Arey, chintu appadina soladinga. See, I to the power of 1, I to the power of 2, I to the power of 3, I to the power of 4 podu. Okay, well, if you learn this can be done very easily. Eppadi, sir? Pari. Hello, everybody. Yes, sir. Sir, whatever the power of iota, I don't mind. See, whatever the power I have, you always divide that particular power with 4 da. Whatever the number, iota of 1 lakh, iota to the power of 2000, iota to the power of 2024, iota to the power of 2028, 2027, 2025, anything. Okay, adu eppadi solve pannadhu? We need to divide with what? 4. So divide panna enna varum? So 4 5s 20, 4 5s 20, and then tell me now 50, 4 5s 20, and then 506. Tell me here 506. Now tell me here, can I write this as iota to the power of 2024 into iota to the power of 2? Yes or no? Iota to the power of 2024 into iota to the power of 2. Iota to the power of 2024 can be written as what? Iota to the power of 4 to the power of 506 into iota square. Iota to the power of 4 in, sir? 1 to the power of 506 is 1, sir. So 1 into iota square in, sir, iota square, which is minus 1. So iota to the power of 2026 venuna. Iota to the power of 2026 venuna. Minus 1 will be the answer. Purida? Super, sir. Super. Okay, wow. Yes or no? Tell me. This is how we write this. Iota to the power of 2026. Okay, wow. Yes or no? Chintu got placed in VIT Chennai. Congratulations, da. Congratulations. Shivani, sir, question solving or theory revision today? Both. Theory irukum, question irukum. question வேணுமா question இருக்கு, theory வேணுமா theory இருக்கு, py க்கு வேணுமா py க்கு இருக்கு. Okay வா, are you ready? Yes sir. Okay sir, this is what we got sir. Very good sir. Now we'll try to see few questions. See, now I'll give one more point. See, I'll give one more point. Enna points are very important, very important point I'm going to give. Very important point I'm going to give. Look at the board everyone. Everybody. Chintu, look at the board. Everybody sir. The first property. See, sum of 4 consecutive integral powers of iota will be always 0. Oh my god, edume puriyala sir. Pari. Sum of 4 consecutive integral powers of iota, which means that iota to the power of 0, iota to the power of 1, iota to the power of 2, iota to the power of 3 will be always equal to 1. Ninga solve panniko. Okay va, this is property number 1. Product of 4 consecutive integral powers of iota will be always -1 sir. Ninga solve panni paathuko. -1. So it is 0 sir, not 1. Okay va, eppadi 0 paru. Eppadi 0 paru. Unakku solve panna, see you solve it paru. If you want to understand, look at the board everyone. See, iota to the power of 0 என்னடா 1 இது -1, இது cancel ஆயிருமா, இது -i plus i cancel ஆயிருமா. So 0 தான் ஆன்சர். நான் சொல்றது புரியுதா? Yes sir. So that is why it is going to be always 0. So idana sir I, okay, இது iota 0. Okay, so idana basically iota to the power of 0 idi. Iota to the power enna 1 into iota minus 1 minus i pari. So minus 1 into minus i square pari. So minus 1 as it is, minus i square is what da, minus or minus plus. So enadi minus 1 par minus 1 vandiruchu eliya. So that's how we do this. So product vandiruchina -1, sum vandiruchina 0. Purida? Yes or no? Yes. Who is this? I am the devil. Please wait man. We are in the starting of the lecture. He is asking me to teach cube root ability. Patient irida. We will teach that. Don't worry. Okay va. So this is what one story. Now we'll do one simple question da. ஒரு question solve பண்ணிக்கலாமா? Yes sir. ஒரு question solve பண்ணா நமக்கு ஐடியா வரும். பாருங்க. So I to the power of r, I to the power of r plus 1. இது எப்படி இருக்கு சார்? I to the power of r means I power of 1, I power of 2 solve பண்ணா I power of 2 போட்டா I square. Let us do one thing. Let us apply sigma to this. இப்படி apply பண்ணா என்ன வரும்? I r is equal to 1 to 34 I to the power of r plus sigma r is equal to 1 to 34 I to the power of r plus 1. Correct or not? This is equal to a plus ib கொடுத்திருக்காங்கடா. This is equal to a plus ib, then find a and b. Sir, இதுக்கு முன்னாடி I need to teach one concept. What is basically complex number? Complex number என்ன? Look at the book. Complex number definition. You already know this, but look at the book. Any number which is in the form of a plus ib. Okay va? Any number which is in the form of a plus ib is a complex number. Any real number which is in the form of a plus ib is a complex number. A comma b belongs to real numbers. A comma b belongs to real number here. Okay va? For example, how do we denote the complex number? We denote a complex number with z. Z. Sir, first example பாருங்க sir. First example பார்த்தா, see for example z1 is equal to 3 I am taking. This is a complex number. Sir, this is not looking like this. Array Chintu, this can be written as what? 0i. Check. Now a plus ib formula irukka illaya? Yes sir. So now every real number is a complex number. Idiyum complex number. Anything you write as a real number, that everything comes under what? Complex number. Every real number is a complex number. Super sir. Now for example, equating two complex numbers. Sorry. For example, see, let me say 1 is equal to a plus ib. Okay wow, a plus ib, and now a1 plus ib1. Okay wow, and let's say z2 is equal to a2 plus ib2. Okay wow, a2 plus ib2. So z1 is equal to z2 will happen. Two complex number can be equated only if what? The real parts are equal to each other and the imaginary parts are equal to each other. Purida? So the real parts and imaginary parts should be equated like this. Okay va? So this is the point number 1 sir. Point number 2 is sir, how two complex number can be added? So now tell me here, z1 plus z2 pananu. Now first our real part add pananu, then imaginary separate add pananu. Okay va? Even for subtraction also same story. Okay va sir, for example z1 minus z2 பண்ணனும் எப்படி இது minus இது பண்ணனும் அப்ப என்ன a1 minus a2 plus I common b1 minus b2. Yes or no da? Yes or no? Yes sir, super sir. So this is what addition of two complex numbers. Now if I want multiplication, how do I multiply two complex numbers? Z1 into Z2 is equal to what da? A1 plus IB1 into A2 plus IB2. Guys, based on the basics, in the basics க்கு மேல எத்தனை questions கேட்டாங்க தெரியுமா? You will be surprised. நிறைய questions கேட்டாங்கடா. இந்த basics are ரொம்ப ரொம்ப important. Please listen the class carefully. Okay va? So now tell me here A1 A2 plus A1 IB1 plus IB1 A2 minus B1 B2. எப்படி மல்டிப்ளை பண்றது பாரு, இது இன்டு இது, இது இன்டு இது, நெக்ஸ்ட் இது இன்டு இது, இது இன்டு இது. சேம் ஸ்டோரிடா, சேம் ஸ்டோரி, no changes. Now division of complex number வேணும்னா we need to multiply with its conjugate. That I'll teach you later. Wait. Okay வா? புரியுதா? Yes or no? That's great sir. That's great. Now இப்போ பாத்தீங்கன்னா நல்லா பாரு. இப்போ இந்த क्वेश्चन சால்வ் பண்ணி பாரு. நல்ல क्वेश्चन சார். எனக்கு ஒரு டவுட் சார். Sir, what do you mean by real number? I mean real part and imaginary part here. Look at the board. Chintu. Hello everybody. So a real part of the z here. Here real part of the z. I'm just revising just everything. Real part of the complex number enna? A sir. Imaginary part of the complex number enna sir? B sir. Okay va? Imaginary part na coefficient of iota. Okay va? IB ன்னு சொல்லக்கூடாது. Coefficient of iota என்ன இருக்குமோ அதுதான் imaginary part. புரியுதா? Yes sir. Now look at the board. We'll go for this question. Now I to the power of 1, I to the power of 2, I3, I4 and so on till I to the power of 34. இது ஒரு bracket plus இன்னொரு bracket என்ன r value 1 போட்டா 2 3 4 5 and so on till I to the power of 35. Super sir. எனக்கு ஒரு டவுட் இருக்கு சார். இப்போ சார் as you told sum of four consecutive integral powers of iota என்ன 0. புரியுதா? So tell me now, four numbers mix பண்ணா ஒரு group form ஆகுதுடா. So now till 34 how many such groups can be formed? 1 to 4 one group, again 5 to 8 another group, again 9 to 12 another group, like that 7 groups can be formed. 7 8 groups. So tell me 8 groups will be 0 da. 0 8 times. Okay, 8 times of 0. 8 times of 0 plus I to the power of 33 plus I to the power of 34. This is what we need to do here. Yes sir na 8 times 0 yes sir. Are 8 such groups will come da. 8 4 32. I to the power of 32 till I to the power of 32 will be getting 0 only. Okay va? 8 such groups will be formed. Now tell me I to the power of 33 means what da? Iota. Eppadi sir? I to the power of 32 is what da? 1 into iota, which is iota. I to the power of 34. I to the power of 34 के nearest number is 32. 32 is multiple of 4, so iota square. Okay, well, keep it as such. Now this all pari. Now tell me here 4 numbers. Tell me. So now how do I do this? Okay. Who is this guy da? Who is that? They are raising the voice of the youth against 89 paper leaks in the last 10 years during BJP rule. Arey Chintu, please listen the class da. Yera politics discuss pandringa. Okay va? I to the power of 2 to 35. How many pairs will be there? Tell me. So tell me, how many pairs will be coming? I to the power of spam. Hey Babu, Arsham. Look at Arsham. Look at the board, Arsham. Okay. See, I to the power of 1 and 32. Okay, wow. Next, I to the power of 2 and till I to the power of 33. I to the power of 2 and I to the power of 33. Till I to the power of 33. Till I to the power of 33. Are you getting the point? And so on. Last one in la. 33. I to the power of 34. I to the power of 35. Don't spam in the chat box, please. Okay, till 33 what I am going to get? Till 33 what I am going to get? 0 you are going to get. 0. Okay, I to the power of 34 means what? I square. I to the power of 33 means what? I cube. Okay, wow. So I square plus I cube. So I square means what? This I minus 1 minus 1 minus I. Minus I plus I. So answer is going to be what? Minus 2. Any doubts? Minus 2. So this is equal to minus 2. The minus 2 can be written as what? 0 iota. Minus 2 can be written as minus 2 plus 0 iota. This is equal to what they have given? A plus IB. Appo A value na minus 2. B value na 0. Compare panipa real part with real part, imaginary part with imaginary part. Purida? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Very good, sir. Very good. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yes, 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 yes. Shivani, we will do that. Shivani, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Shivani, money. Shivani, money. Arey, money. Look at the board. Money. Ha. Sir, real number versus complex number. So, what is the difference between the real number and complex number? So, real number and complex number. I'll tell you one thing. See, firstly, you need to understand one point. Look at the board. See, every natural number is a subset of whole number. Whole number is a subset of what? Whole number is a subset of what? Integers you can write. All the integers. Subset of rational numbers. Irrational numbers. Okay. Subset of real numbers. Okay. This is the story. Now, real numbers is a subset of the complex number. Real number is a subset of what? Complex number. C means complex number here. Okay. Wow. This is the story we already studied in 1947. Yes or no? This is the story we studied in 1947. Yes or no? Yes sir. இப்போ இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா கரெக்டா பாரு. Sir, எனக்கு ஒரு விஷயம் sir. So for example, if I have root A into root B, this can be written as root AB. Are simple sir. Are root A into root B na? Root AB. Ama. Correct da. Okay. This is possible only if possible only if at least one of A and B must be positive. Yes or no? At least one of A and B must be positive. Listen the class. Okay. Non-negative we can say. Non-negative is positive. Sir, yes sir. Apdi. Ipo nalla pari. Root 3 into root 4 panna. Root 12 sir. Correct sir. Okay wow. Sir, root 12 nalla irukku sir. So for example, enakku root minus 3 into root minus 4 panna. Sir, minus 3 into minus plus 12. This is wrong. This is wrong. Rach into. Either complex number rach into. That's what I'm telling. Either complex rach into pari. Idu eppadi sir? Nalla pari. Okay. Sir, eppadi complex number pari. If I solve this, can I write this as root 3 times of iota? This can be written as what? Root 4 times of iota is equal to 12. Let's say whether LHS RHS matching or not. Root 3 into root 4 root 12. I square is equal to root 12. Is equal to 12. Now, what is this? Nonsense. What is this? Nonsense. Chintu minus root 12 is equal to root 12. Nonsense. Up to possible agar. That's why I'm telling you in the property applicable in the property applicable possible only if at least one of A and B has to be what? Non-negative number, which means at least one of them must be positive. If both are positive, this is always true. If both are negative, Purida, just be careful with that. Okay, sir. Next, one more property. Property note number 2 na. Note number 2 pari. Note number 2. Nalla pari. So note number 2, what I'm going to do? This is in the class. Note number 2, what I'm going to, guys, see in real number family. See, mod x means what? Basically, mod x will be what? 1 time plus x, 1 time minus x. When x is positive, when x is greater than or equal to 0, this is positive sir, this is negative sir. When x is less than 0, but complex number, this is correct sir, it is always correct. But mod z cannot be written as 1 time plus z, 1 time minus z. For z greater than or equal to 0, for z greater less than 0. This is nonsense again, wrong. Okay, why ipdi panna kudadu? This is wrong. Are you getting the point, guys? Ipdi panna, you will be under trouble. Okay, wah. Voice breaking ah. Ipo kekadara voice. Guys, voice breaking ah, please. Notes, please. Notes, I will be uploading this, don't worry. Guys, did you all understand or not me? Audio buffering. Can you all hear me? Nalla kekada. Voice nalla kekada. Can you all hear me or not? Tell me, guys. Is my guys, is my voice buffering? Now okay, it's fine. Thank you. Okay, sir. Next, note number 3 enna? See, two complex number cannot be compared. Two complex number cannot be compared. Yes sir. Compare பண்ண முடியாது. Guys, for example, pari. Everybody look at the board, guys. In real number family, okay, if x square plus y square is equal to 0, then it is possible only if x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. Tell me, yes or no? Tell me, in real number family, x square plus y square is equal to 0. That is possible only if x and y both are 0. Yes or no? But in complex numbers, okay, two complex numbers, if I say equal to 0, that is not going to be what? In complex numbers, what happens? In complex number, z1, if z1 square plus z2 square is equal to 0, then need not to be z1 is equal to 0 and z2 is equal to 0. This is not true. This is not always true. Are you getting the point? Why? Because for example, let me tell you. Any example, let's say z1 is equal to 1 minus iota. z2 is equal to what? 1 plus iota. Okay, wow. 1 plus iota, 1 minus iota. Can you all hear me? Yes or no? 1 plus iota, 1 minus iota. Sir, if you take this, sir, if I just square and add this, what I'm going to get? Tell me. If I square and add this, you will be getting what, pari? So z1 square plus z2 square panna enna varum? A minus b whole square. A square plus b square minus 2 iota plus a square plus b square plus 2 iota. Idi ipdi panna enna savu? Nalla paru chintu 2y cancel. Idanna so make it fast. Iota square is minus 1 plus 1 cancel. Minus 1 plus 1 cancel. This is going to be 0. Even the complex number is not 0, still the answer is becoming what? 0. But real number appadi agadu. Enna pannalo idu 0 poirunda x and y rendume 0 irukkum, then only this is 0. Sum of squares of two real numbers are 0 only if those two numbers are 0 in real number family. But complex number appadi kadiyadu. It can be some other complex numbers as well. 1 minus I 1 plus iota is still giving me 0. Are you getting the point or not? Very good, sir. Very good. Next, one more vishayam da. One more super ana vishayam. One more super thing. Ennadi? Sir, complex number cannot be compared. Complex numbers can't be compared. Which means what, sir? For example, z1 is equal to, you have x plus I, or you can write 2 plus 3i. 4 minus iota, let's say. You cannot say z1 is greater than 0, z1 is lesser than z2. This is wrong. Is it not wrong? Yes or no? This is wrong like this. You can't compare. Sir, when can we compare? We can compare only if their imaginary part is 0. Pari. We can compare only if their imaginary part is 0. Okay, for example, இப்படி இருக்குடா எனக்கு என்ன a1 plus ib1, you can write like this, or you can say a plus ib and x plus iy. Okay, here you can say basically x a less than a greater than x. Okay, x less than a இப்படி சொல்லிக்கலாம், or a less than x. We can say possible only if b and y both should be equal to 0. If b value y value rendu by 0 aichina, we can say a is less greater than x. A is less than x. Ipo possible airuda, or complex number can be compared with other complex number. Ipo if their imaginary parts are 0, otherwise in general complex number compare panna mudiyadu. Simple story. Okay va? Okay, Ashwini, please listen the class. Next, so notation of complex number, we all know this. Notation of complex number with z is equal to a plus ib. Okay, wow. Z is equal to a plus ib. I have already taught this. Okay, guys, super, sir. Sir, for example, if I want square root of complex number, How do I do that, sir? If I want square root of complex of how am I going to do? Who is this guy? Arey Chintu. Yaar who is this? 1 minute. Okay. Okay, so next concept is square root of a complex number. Sir, how to find out square root of a complex number? Everybody look at the board. Everybody look at the board, guys. So I'm going to tell you direct formula. I'm going to tell you direct formula, shortcut or formula you say. What is the formula, sir? I'm going to use the formula. Everybody look at the board, guys. This is super formula. Everybody should remember. This is very, very important for JEE point of view. Okay. So now square root of z venuna. Square root of z venuna. You always can write like this. You always can write like this. You will be getting two answers. Square root of modulus of z plus real part of z divided by 2. Modulus of z plus real part of z divided by 2 plus iota times of modulus of z minus real part of z divided by 2. Sir, what is modulus, sir? What is modulus? I'll tell you that, don't worry. What is modulus? I'll teach you. This formula is applicable only if imaginary part of the complex number is greater than 0. Okay, wow. So you need to apply this formula when imaginary part of the complex number positive, I mean more than 0 in the Sir, same formula I'm going to write, same formula but nadula minus. Same formula, nadula minus. Whenever imaginary part of z is lesser than 0. This is the formula. Yes or no? This is the formula. Did you get the point? Sir, if you want me to write, I'll write it. No problem. Look. So, square root of mod z plus real part of z divided by 2 and square root of mod z minus real part of z divided by 2. Okay, wow. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, sir. Sir, for example, venuma, you can do an example as well. If you want an example, we can solve an example. No problem. I think somebody who's Ashwini Babu. What is the problem, Babu? Na class ku vandite. Yes, Sundar Balaji. Yes. Hi Sundar Balaji. Sir, this is the formula. Okay, we'll do one question. Sir, or question pata pare. Find the question. Find the square root of 2 minus I. Let's say z is equal to what we need to find out, 2 minus I. So what they have given up pare. Imaginary part is what I hear. Imaginary part is what? Imaginary part of the complex number is lesser than 0. Imaginary part is what? Minus 1. So then all the formula na direct formula. Suresh sir enna sonnaru. See, I'll tell you what is modulus of z first. Modulus of z, for example, z is equal to x plus I y. I'll teach you this. Okay, modulus of z chuma you need to apply this. Square root of x square plus y square. In the formula apply parent. Okay, wow. I'll teach you this after a while. When modulus concept comes, I'll teach. Now teach panaveda. Just have this in mind. Modulus of z x square, real part square and imaginary part square. Pani add panadu. Okay, wow. What is modulus of z? First find out. What is modulus of z here? What is modulus of z? Square root of 2 square plus imaginary part is what? Minus 1. Okay, square root of this is 5. Yes or no? Yes or no? Great. Sir, since imaginary part is less than 0, what is the formula? So, square root of 2 minus iota will be, square root of 2 minus iota will be what? When imaginary part is less than 0, Suresh sir in the formula, sonar in the formula. Okay, wow. Sir, plus or minus square root of modulus of z plus real part of z by 2 minus iota into square root of mod z minus real part of z divided by 2. Sir, do we need to remember this formula? Array Chintu, just remember this formula. Everything is simple da. See, you need to remember only this part da. Plus minus same, நடுவுல minus same. இது எல்லாமே same da. இங்க plus இங்க minus. Plus எப்போ imaginary part positive na plus, imaginary part negative na minus. Simple ah? Are you getting the point? Very simple, sir. இப்போ பாரு. So now since the imaginary part is less than 0, we are applying this formula. Pari. So real part is what? What is real part here? Real part is 2, right? So plus or minus modulus of this is mod 5, root 5. Real part of z is what? 2 divided by 2 minus iota into what is this? So root 5 minus 2 by 2. Yes or no? This is the answer. Square root now basically Praglad, don't spam Pradich to listen the class. Okay, wow. This is the answer da. Okay, you take one time plus, one time minus. Pari square root of 2 answers will come da. Or plus or minus. This is the answer. Simple. Okay, wow. So that's what the complex number is all about. I mean the modulus is all about. Sir, complex number is all about. Finished chapter? Ah? No sir. Puridara. Any doubts? Yes or no, guys? Did you get the point or not? Tell me. Yes sir. Sir, now one more Pari. Notation of the complex number, you said this sir, final arcade. Sir, under this I am going to teach something important to you. Adena sir. Adena Pathina Pari. Oh, okay, sir, in notation of the complex number, basically see, we denote this complex number with what? Z is equal to A plus IB. Here itself, let me tell you da. See, here let me talk about two things. Okay, see, if real part of the Z is equal to 0, if the real part of the complex number is equal to 0, then the complex number is what? Z is equal to what? Purely imaginary. Imaginary. Are you getting the point? If real part of, imaginary part of the complex number is equal to 0, the complex number is what? Z is equal to purely real. Purely real. Okay, sir. Now, if imaginary part of the complex number is not equal to 0, then Z is imaginary only. Yes or no? Imaginary part of the complex number is not equal to 0, then how do you write? Sorry, if imaginary not equal to 0, imaginary part of the complex number is not equal to 0, then the complex number is what? Purely. Can you say pure Z is imaginary? Obviously real part will be 0, this is not equal to 0 means check. Yes or no? The Z is what? Imaginary. Are you getting the point? So purely imaginary, this is very important here. This is what very important. When real part of the complex number is 0 now, Z is going to be purely imaginary. Real part 0, A0 only IB will be there. That's why this. And this is what very important. That one is not that much cared about. Even you can erase this, no problem. Okay, wow. If you want to erase this, you can erase this even. Okay, so yes, this is what very important. Idhukku mela nariya PYQs ketanga only based on these two definitions. Okay, wow. Sir, next question, next concept pathina. Next concept, we will do the PYQ now. See, so Pauling sir, sir, this, let A is equal to this 1 plus 10 real part of this. 10 times of the real part of this is equal to 0, sir. 10 times of the real part of this 1 plus 10 times of the real part of this complex number is equal to 0. How do we do this? How do we proceed? Okay, Taran, it's okay. Taran can't understand. Look at the board. Z is equal to 3 plus 0 ida. So imaginary part 0 then inga. Imaginary part 0 means what? Here Z is equal to purely real. Okay, Z is equal to 5. You say only 2i. Z is equal to only 2i. Here real part is absent, sir. Real part is absent means what? 0 plus 2i. So only imaginary part existing now. So purely imaginary. Yes or no? That's great. Sir, JEE 2025 question. Question JEE 2025 question. This is going to be super question. Everybody listen the class. Everyone, hello. Sir, everybody look at the board. Yes, Rajesh is listen the class. So theta belongs to 0 to pi, 0 to 2 pi, sorry. So 1 plus 10 times of real part of this. Then how am I going to deal with this? 1 plus 10 times of real part of this, right? Firstly, see how to divide a complex number with another complex number. We need to rationalize it. That's it. I mean, we need to multiply with its conjugate. 10 part of real part, 10 times of real part of this. 2 cos theta plus I sin theta divided by cos theta minus 3i sin theta. Okay, wow. Or complex number you need to divide with another complex number. Okay, wow. Complex number divided with another complex number. Just take. How do you do rationalization? Same. Multiply and divide with its opposite sign. We call it as a conjugate. I'll teach you, don't worry. Okay. So I'm just telling you real part of this is equal to 0. 1 plus 10 times of real part of this is equal to 0. I'm just doing this now. Alright. So 10 times 1 plus 10 times of real part of this. Firstly, we'll find out this now. Okay. Either real part we need to find out, right? Real part. So let us talk about only this. Okay. Let us only talk about this. So tell me, how do you do this? Only real part I want. Real part I want means how do you do? Only real part real part multiply pari 2 cos square theta. Idi. Okay, wow. Idi. So real part will come, check. Minus 3 sin square theta divided by a plus b into a minus b. Cos square theta minus 9i square, so plus sin square plus 9 sin square theta. Yes or no? Idilo 10 times of this guy, okay, is equal to 0. In fact, 1 plus, check, 1 plus 10 times of real part of this. Real part of this is this. Any doubts? Any doubts? Super, sir. Sir, 1 plus 10 and the, see, we'll do one thing, 10 times as it is. So 2 cos square theta minus 3 sin square theta divided by, tell me how simple it is. How simple it is. Minus 1. If you shift that plus 1 that side, it will become minus 1. Sir, appadi vena, sir. Appadi vena. Then appadi vena. Then you need to simplify it. No problem. Look at the board. Sir, if cross multiply 20 cos square theta minus 30 sin square theta is equal to, or you do one thing. Here it's a, don't make it 0 that side, just cross multiply directly. Cross multiply panna, you will get an answer, no problem. See, cross multiply panna directly will get this into 1. Okay, wow. This into 1, directly do it. So cos square theta plus 9 sin square theta. I'm cross multiplying and the denominator cross multiply with 1. So plus 20 times of cos square theta. 20 times of cos square theta minus 30 times of sin square theta is equal to 0. Right hand side becomes 0. Simple. Yes or no? Tell me. Simple. Now it is solve panna. It is solve panna avaru 21 times of cos square theta is equal to 21 times of sin square theta. Okay, wow. This cancel. So cos square theta is equal to sin square theta. After this class, teach trigonometry, sir. My goodness. Okay. So tan square theta tan square theta. Sin square theta by cos square theta 1. Sin square theta by cos square theta and tan square theta. Upon tan theta is equal to what? Plus or minus 1, sir. Plus 1 minus 1. Okay, wow. Plus 1 minus 1. Sir, when to take plus 1 minus 1? See, I need to take 0 to pi da. 0 to 2 pi I need to take. Which interval I need to take da? 0 to 2 pi la tan epo 1 iron, epo minus 1 iron. 0 to 2 pi la tan epo minus 1 iron, epo plus 1 iron. So let me make it fast. Are Chintu, epo 1 iron, epo minus 1 iron da. Sir, I don't want to understand like that. Then simply I'll tell you, look at the board. See, this is the quadrant system. This is, let's say, the theta. Idhar pi minus theta angle. Idhar idanna pi minus theta means theta plus pi idanna pi plus theta, sorry, idanna pi plus theta means idanna 2 pi minus theta, correct or not? They have used theta here already, but anyway, look at the board. Tan theta is equal to 1 minus 1 agano. So tell me 225 inga 225 option e kadiyadra. Okay, he is asking us to find out what sum of all the possible values of theta, sum of squares of possible values of theta in set A. This is set A da. In the set lo sum of squares of all possible values of theta adinna tan 1 aganu minus 1 aganu in where in I mean from where to where, from 0 to 2 pi, from theta belongs to 0 to 2 pi, 0 to 2 pi lo 1 minus 1 aganu. Yes or no? Yes sir. 3 pi by 4. No Ray, no Ray, what I am saying, see, look at the board everyone, sum of squares of this, so theta square plus, guys, tan positive negative, tell me which quadrant? Tan positive and negative, tan positive in the first quadrant and third quadrant, and tan negative which quadrant? Second quadrant, fourth quadrant. Tan positive in 2 quadrants, tan negative in 2 quadrants. They are talking about all 4 quadrants. So let me take sum of squares of all these fellows. Sum of squares of all these fellows. Sum of squares of all these guys means what are theta square. Okay, pi minus theta whole square plus pi plus theta whole square plus 2 pi minus theta whole square. Yes or no? Is it 2 pi minus theta everyone? It's 360. If you go in clockwise direction, is na 2 pi minus theta na. If you go in anti-clockwise direction, you need to measure the angle with positive. Clockwise na negative. So 2 pi minus theta. Okay, sir. This is simplify panna pare. Simplify panna theta square a square plus b square minus 2 pi theta, then a square plus b square plus 2 pi theta. Okay, wow, plus 4 pi square plus theta square minus 4 pi theta. Sir, இது இப்படி பண்ணா என்ன வரும் பாரு. Sir, theta square plus minus cancel. Okay, now நல்ல பாரு. ஒரே ஒரு விஷயம் என்னது பாரு. So theta square பாரு, theta square 4 times theta square 4 times theta square. Yes or no guys? 4 times theta square. Tan theta, see, tan theta is equal to tan theta is equal to 1 means what? Let me take theta is equal to what? Pi by 4 than idi. Are you getting my point? Here tan theta is equal to 1 means theta is equal to pi by 4 or not? Yes sir. Sir, everything is square, you can take minus 1 also, but everything is a square, no problem. See, here anyway that is going to become plus. Theta is equal to pi by 4. Podu inga podu pari. Everybody look at the board. Theta pi by 4 means what? Theta square 4 times theta square. 4 times theta square. Next pi square 4 pi square, so 6 pi square. Okay, wow. And next minus 4 pi theta. Okay, wow. In the theta place la pi by 4 podu. So pi square by 16 plus 16 pi square by pi by 4. Okay, wow. 4 cancel sir. 4 cancel sir. 4 ones 4 sir. Sir, idu panna pi square by 4 plus 5 pi square. So how much? 21 pi square by 4 I am getting. 21 pi square by 4, which is option A. A for Ahmedabad is the right answer. Any doubts? Yes. Very good. Guys, tan theta is equal to 1 theta pi by 4 da. In the simplification la theta value pi by 4 pota enakku 21 pi square by 4 will come. Calculation konjam patient ah pananum. Sir, ivu lengthy ah pananum. Ama pananum. No other go. Chintu, calculation lengthy ah irukonda. Lengthy, simple calculations, big calculations. Okay, everything will come in your exam. Okay, the only thing is you need to tackle it properly. Okay, wow. Yes. Next. Okay, great. Next question pari. So option A is matching. Check. Everybody look at the board. One more beautiful question, similar type of question pari. I mean theta belongs to again what? Theta belongs to 0 to 2 pi. This is purely imaginary. This is going to be simple only. This is purely imaginary. Purely imaginary means eppadi pananum? 1 plus 2i sin theta by 1 minus I sin theta. This is purely imaginary. ஒரு காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் நம்பர் இன்னொரு காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் நம்பர் கிட்ட டிவைட் பண்ணனும்னா you need to multiply with its conjugate. பாரு simple. இப்போ பாரு. So இது purely imaginary means what? Purely imaginary means what? Purely imaginary means real part of the complex number should be 0. Okay வா? Purely imaginary means சுரேஷ் சார் என்ன சொன்னாரு? Real part should be equated with 0. இப்போ இது பண்ணி பாரு. Real part மட்டும் equated with 0. Real part என்ன வரும்? Real part எப்படி வரும்டா? Real part என்ன? இது into இது பண்ணனும். இது into இது பண்ணனும். பாரு. Okay வா? Real part வேணும்னா 1 into 1 minus 2i square plus 2i square means what? Minus 2i square divided by this should be equal to 0. 1 minus 2 sin square theta is equal to 0 sir. So sin theta is equal to 1 by 2 sir. Okay wow, sin square theta. So sin theta is equal to plus or minus 1 by 2. Plus or minus 1 by 2 plus or minus 1 by root 2 sorry. Sin theta is equal to plus or minus 1 by root 2. Any doubts? Sin theta is equal to plus or minus 1 by root 2. Any doubts law? Okay wow. Sin theta is equal to plus or minus 1 by root 2. Now tell me. So what I need to do? He is asking us to find out then sum of all the elements in A. Or in the set A la sum of all these elements. So tell me here. Same quadrant system again. Let's say the alpha. Pi minus alpha. Pi plus alpha. 2 pi minus alpha. Sum of all the possible elements. Sum. Simple rabo. Alpha plus pi minus alpha plus pi plus alpha plus 2 pi minus alpha. Okay wow. 2 pi minus alpha. This cancel sir. This cancel sir. How much da? 4 pi. 4 pi jindabad. C for Chintu is the right answer. Pari. Sir, எனக்கு ஒரு doubt sir. They are not see sum of all the possible values of theta என்னடா? See sin வந்து பாசிட்டிவ் இருக்கு நெகட்டிவ் இருக்கு. sin பாசிட்டிவ் இருக்கு நெகட்டிவ் இருக்கு. sin பாசிட்டிவ் எங்க? இந்த குவாட்ரண்ட் sin நெகட்டிவ் எங்க? sin நெகட்டிவ் எங்க? இந்த குவாட்ரண்ட் இந்த பாசிட்டிவ் நெகட்டிவ் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அண்ட் செகண்ட் குவாட்ரண்ட்ல sin பாசிட்டிவ் third and fourth quadrantல sin வந்து நெகட்டிவ். இப்போ நீங்க வந்து டைரக்ட்லி இது ஆட் பண்ணாதான் you will get 4 pi. சார் அப்படி வேணா சார் எனக்கு trigonometric graph யூஸ் பண்ணி டீச் பண்ணுங்க சார். If you want me to teach by using graph also I'll teach you. Look at the board. 0 to 2 pi sin graph எப்படி இருக்கும்டா? This is what in the bamboo is what the graph. In the bamboo graph பாரு. இது 0 இது pi இது 2 pi. ஓகேவா? இது என்ன சார்? pi by 2 சார். Then obviously இது என்ன சார்? pi by 4 இங்க வரும். So 1 by root 2 right? Plus or minus 1 by root 2 இதென்ன 1 by root 2 line. இதென்னடா? This is going to be 1 minus 1 by root 2 line. Then minus 1 by root 2 line. So it is going to give me 4 solutions here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay wow. இது pi by 4 இது pi by 4 இது how much da? 3 pi by 4. Pi by 4 3 pi by 4 and then என்ன இது 5 pi by 4 7 pi by 4. Okay wow. Sir pi by 4 3 pi by 4 5 pi by 4 plus 7 pi by 4 add பண்ணி பாரு 4 9 16 pi by 4 16 pi by 4 என்ன 4 pi check matching or not. This is also correct. இப்படியே பண்ணிக்கலாம். நான் சொல்றது புரியுதா? yes or no? இது sin x graph டா. இது sin x graph. இது என்ன graph? y is equal to sin x graph. ஓகேவா? 0 ல இருந்து 2 pi ல graph இப்படி இருக்கும். ஓகேவா? இது என்ன y is equal to 1 by root 2 line. பாரு 1 by root 2 and minus 1 by root 2 line. So if I draw 1 by root 2 and sin x எத்தனை டைம்ஸ் கட் ஆயிரும் பாரு. இங்க ஒரு டைம் இதென்ன pi by 4 இது. இதென்ன இது pi by 4 இதென்ன 5 pi by 4 இதென்ன சாரி இது pi by 4 3 pi by 4 5 pi by 4 7 pi by 4. ஓகேவா? செக் சார் உங்களுக்கு எப்படி தெரியும் pi by 4 அரே sin 45 என்னடா 1 by root 2 தான 90 இங்க இருந்துச்சுனா 45 இங்க இருக்கும். ஓகேவா? 180 இங்க இருக்கு. அப்போ 135 will be here. 180 இங்க இருக்கு. So 225 will be here. ஓகேவா? next 7 pi by 4. Yes or no? Arey Nagula, 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 Nagula. How are you, Nagula? Hi, Nagula. Hi, 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 hi. Happy to see you. Good to see you, Nagula. Hi, Renuka. Hi, hi. Yes. Look at the board, everyone. Look at the board, everyone, guys. Sir, ipdi panna answer will come da. Okay, va? Or ipdi, you need to add all this also will come. Ipdi pannalo answer will come. Check. Ipdi panna answer will come. Chuma all the angles add panna 45 will come. 4 pi will come. Okay, va? So this is how we should do this. Check. C for Chintu is the right answer. Hi, hi, hi. Eppadi irukeenga da? How's it going? This is the beautiful question. This one. Pari. How do we do this? Inga pari. Hello, everyone. Alpha, beta are the roots of this equation. 1 now. Look at the word. 1 now. Arey, Chintu. I is equal to square root of minus 1, sir. Then 16 into real part of this. My goodness. 16 times of this. Sir, ஒரு விஷயம் சார். சார், ஃபர்ஸ்ட்லி இங்க பாரு, இது பார்க்கறதுக்கு ரொம்ப பயங்கரமா இருக்கு சார். அப்படின்னா கிடையாதுடா. அப்படின்னா கிடையாது. ஹாய், குட் ஈவினிங் அக்ஷரா. ஹாய். Okay. I'm online batch. Only I shifted. Very good. Okay. Sir, இது எப்படி பண்ணணும் பாரு. Everybody look at the board. From this, I'll take this. Alpha to the power of 19, beta to the power of 19, alpha to the power of 11 plus beta to the power of 11 divided by alpha to the power of 15 plus beta to the power of 15. இப்படி இருக்குடா. So I'll take something. I'll do something. Hi Ketan. Hi. Hi. Everyone. Hi. Okay. Yes. All these are my old students, it seems. Old students. Okay. Very good to see you da. See, from these two things, what can I take common? Alpha to the power of 15 common எடுக்கலாமா? Alpha to the power of 4 will come. இங்க என்ன வரும்? Alpha to the power of 15 common 1 by alpha to the power of 4 will come. பாரு. Guys, see, if you see this, in the angle பார்த்தா என்ன வரும்டா? I mean, in the term both are same da. So I'm taking one time. So one time எடுத்தா என்ன வரும்? பாரு. இந்த one timeல இது green color ticksல பாரு. And இந்த green color ticks and in the blue color ticks பாரு. Green color ticks and blue color ticks. இப்போ பாரு. Next na beta to the power of 15 common எடுக்கலாமா? சார், உங்களுக்கு ஐடியா எப்படி வந்துருச்சு சார்? How do you know that we should take 15 only common? அரே பாரு, denominator 15 இருக்குடா. If I create something like this, denominator numerator cancel ஆயிரும் இல்லையா? அதனாலவே பாரு. வா பாரு. So now alpha to the power of beta to the power of 15 common means beta to the power of 4 15 common means 19 la 4 will be there. Next 1 by beta to the power of 4 sir. Super sir. Denominator வந்து alpha to the power of 15 as it is, beta to the power of 15 as it is. Now how do I proceed further? Now I am going to use this condition for alpha and beta are the roots of this equation. Now how do you do that? Alpha and beta are the roots of this equation. How do you do this? Alpha and beta are the roots of that equation means what? Alpha will satisfy to that. Alpha will satisfy to that or not? Yes sir, it will satisfy. இப்போ நீங்க நல்லா பாரு. I want alpha to the power of 1 by alpha to the power of 4 plus alpha to the power of 1 by 4. I'll do one thing now. Alpha square minus 1 by alpha square enna? Alpha square minus 1 by alpha square enna pari? Not. Okay. Okay. Very good. Yes. Now I'm going to take this. See, alpha will satisfy to this. Which equation? 2 alpha square minus 3 alpha minus 2i is equal to 0. Alpha and beta are the roots of the equation. So alpha will satisfy to this. Correct or not? Sir, இப்போ நான் என்ன பண்ண போறேன் பாரு. So can I take 2 common? If I take 2 common, or like what should I take common? I should bring this. I should solve alpha to the power of y by 4, beta to the power of y by 4. So let us do one thing. Now let us take 2 common. If I take 2 common, what I am going to get me? Alpha square minus iota is equal to 3 alpha. Correct? So alpha square minus iota is equal to 3 by 2 alpha. எனக்கு alpha to the power of 4 and alpha to the power of 4 and this I want. But I want only one thing, Dapari. See, I'll divide with I'll divide with alpha on both sides. Okay, or else I'll do one thing. Alpha inga shift pani pari. Alpha square minus iota by alpha and 3 by 2. Check. Okay. Okay, wow. Sir, 1 alpha I by alpha is equal to 3 by 2. Squaring on both sides pari. Squaring on both sides panna a square plus 1 by alpha square minus 2 iota is equal to 9 by 4. Correct? Yes or no? Sir, if alpha square plus 1 by alpha square vandirchu sir is equal to 9 by 4 plus 2 iota. Ipdi vandirchu pari. Yes or no? Tell me. Exactly. That is what I'm going to do now. 9 by 4 plus 2i. We want alpha to the power of 4 plus beta to the power of 4. Sorry, 1 by alpha to the power of 4 venu. Appo enna varum? Eppadi varumna? Squaring on both sides panna tipi. Squaring on both sides. A square plus b square plus 2 times of ab. So idenna 81 by 16 minus 4 plus 2ab. 2ab means what? 9 by 4 times of iota. Correct? Sir, ipo nulla paathinga sir. Nulla paatha. So what I'm going to get here? Minus 6. 81 by 16 minus 6 plus 9 by 4 times of iota. So 96 minus 15 by 16 adi. Minus 15 by 16 plus 9 by 4 times of iota. This is what I'm getting. Check. This is what I'm getting. No, we made some calculus mistake. Can you please check that? Guys, we need to do it properly. Careful upon. Yes. Do it carefully. A square. Wait. Here konja careful upon. Wait. Some mistake happened here. A square minus b square. See, a square plus b square. 2i square minus 4 plus 2 space coming here. 2ab. So 4 cancel. So minus 9. Correct? So 64 89 how much? 81 minus 64. 81 minus 64. Is that clear? Sir, sir, can you use quadratic formula to find alpha beta? No. Actually, ipdi panna konja easy apoyirum. Simple, it will be simple calculation. Konja fast correct pannu. Okay, wow. But here basically a square plus b square. This is 2i. A square plus b square. Alpha cancel. Correct? But actually we have one thing. We forgot 2 here. We forgot 2 here. It is correct only. Ingiriki 2 and anga poirunda. Okay, இப்போ என்ன வரும் பாரு, alpha to the power of 4 plus 1 by alpha to the power of 4. இந்த 2 அந்த போயிடுச்சுனா minus 6. கரெக்ட்டா? So is equal to 81 by 16 minus 6 plus 9. கொஞ்சம் calculation நல்லா பாத்துக்கோங்கடா. 96 means how much? கரெக்ட்டா? இப்போ கரெக்ட்டா? 96. Can you all see the board clearly? Minus 4. Somewhere I made a mistake. Oh, here minus will come, I think. Yes, here minus will come. This minus vandiruchina, this minus vandiruchina, this minus vandiruchina, this minus 2. Ippo 49. Now correct. Okay, wow, yes sir. sir enak or doubt ipo. Now beautiful question. Now look at the board. This gonna become what now? Simple, very simple pari. This is going to be very simple. How sir? Nalla pari. This is going to be very simple now. See, 49 by 16 plus 9 iota we got, right? Sir, guys, here a square plus b square, iota square is, that's why it become minus there. Are you getting the point or not? Tell me. Yes or no? Okay, so we got this. Now tell me, since alpha is satisfying, we are getting this. Beta also root of this or not? Tell me. If beta you are the root, the alpha and beta both are roots. Appo beta would answer also same. Similarly, beta panna you will get the same. Similarly do for beta. Similarly, where should I write here? Let me write here. Similarly, this is equal to what? 49 by 16 plus 9 times of iota. Okay va, ipo pari idu rendume same da. Okay va, appo idu common edukalama. Can I take common? This one both are same, so both are same actually. So can I take alpha to the power of 4 plus 1 by alpha to the power of 4? ఈ రెండు బై సేమ్ డా. టేక్ దిస్ కామన్. ఇది క్యాన్సిల్ అయ్యమా. అప్పు ఆన్సర్ అయినా ఆల్ఫా టు ది పవర్ ఆఫ్ 15 ప్లస్ బీటా టు ది పవర్ ఆఫ్ 15. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? కెన్ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్? ఆల్ఫా టు ది పవర్ ఆఫ్ 15 ప్లస్ బీటా టు ది పవర్ ఆఫ్ 15. ఇప్పుడు ఆల్ఫా టు ది పవర్ ఆఫ్ 15 బీటా టు ది పవర్ ఆఫ్ 15 అయినా into 14 times of that, into 14 times, I mean 49 by 16 plus 9 I have. Yes or no? Into 16 times we want. Into 16 times we want. Pari. And real part of this we want. Real part of this. Real part of into 16. So 16 cancel around denominator la. Can't we take a plus b as 3 by 2 as a b as iota? No. Take that common. Common edutha we can cancel like this. And we got this. Okay va. And real part of this we want. Okay. Real part of this we want. 16 into 49 by 16. How much da? Careful up. 49 into 9 ra. Check. 49 into 9. Let me do in the next. Okay, I'll do here. Look. So 16 times of a real part of this. Real part of the big one. Okay, what do we got there? 16 real part of this enada. Alpha to the power of 15 plus beta to the power of 15 a real part ena. What is the real part of that? What we got? 49 by 16 is the real part into 9. Check. So real part of this one 49 by 16 into 9. 16 cancel. 49 9 how much? 9 9s 81. 9 4s 36. 40 30 9 4 36 and correct dana? Check. 44. 441 is the answer. So 441 is the answer. This is the answer. Take that common and cancel it, man. Check. I took this common. Idi same da pari. Idi same. Idi common edutha cancel ayrum with the denominator. Okay, only alpha to the power of plus alpha to the power of 15 plus beta to the power of 15 will be there. Okay va. This is the real part. Real part of this we want. Real part of this means what? Real part of this you want means directly you will be getting 49 by 16 into 9. Yes or no? Alpha to the power of 15 plus beta to the power of 15 means what? Directly 49 by 16 into 9. 16 who stack? 49 into 9 440. This is the answer. Yes or no? Yes Renuka, very good. Yes, this is how we should do it. Konja complex question but simple only. Okay, so this is what the answer. Now tell me here. Now simple question. This is simple only. How do we do this? How do we proceed for this question? Tell me. Alpha plus, guys, alpha plus I beta, gamma plus I delta are the roots of this. Then alpha gamma plus beta delta is equal to dash. Tell me, this and these are the roots of that. But I have a small logic here. In a logic, I have a small logic. What logic I am going to apply? Tell me. Simple question. Logic is in a direct formula. And this and these are the roots of this. Does not discriminant greater than or equal 0 पर निकला मा. Discriminant when are into we are talking about complex numbers. Discriminant 0 पर ना real numbers we should talk about. But I am discussing about complex number. நீ வந்து discriminant greater than or equal 0 பண்ண கூடாது. So எப்படி பண்றது? Discriminant greater than or equal 0 வேணா. Directly we'll do this. X is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square, or square root of complex number will be useful here. Okay, 3 minus 2a plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac, c and minus arike, so minus plus. Okay, divided by 2a. Okay, wow, it is simplify pani pada. 3 minus 2a plus or minus a square minus plus 4a square minus 4 minus 2ab, so 12i. Okay, wow, so 8i minus 8 divided by 2. Okay, sir, 3 minus 2i plus or minus square root of 5 minus 3, so minus 3 here and minus 4i. Okay, wow, you wrote a complex number. Square root of minus 3 minus 4a. Square root of minus 3 minus 4a. How do I do that? Square root, how do I find out? Plus or minus irike. So I'll do one thing. I'll apply the formula. Square root of minus 3 minus 4i, right? Minus 3 minus 4i. Since imaginary part is less than 0, I'll apply this formula. Plus or minus modulus of z. What is the modulus of z? Modulus of z is what? 5. Every 5, sir. Square root of 9 plus 16, which is 5. Square root of real part of the square plus imaginary part of the square. Panna 5. Okay, wow. So modulus of z is plus or minus square root of real part of z, which is 5, plus real part of z. Real part of z is minus 3 by 2. Okay, wow. Minus I into 5 plus 3 divided by 2. Okay, wow. So plus or minus 2 by 2, which is 1a, minus 2, 8 by 2, 4. Square root of 4 is what? 2, so 2 iota. Okay, wow. So 1 minus 2 iota I am getting. Plus or minus 1 minus 2 iota. Plus or minus 1 minus 2 iota. Very good, sir. Super, sir. Okay, wow. So formula apply panna tuck to my answer vandiruchu. Those who remember the formula, that will be very, very simple. Okay, pari. So we got this. Now tell me here. Then we need to find alpha and I. Okay, alpha plus I beta, and they are the roots, right? Okay. Then that's it. Take one time plus, take one time minus. That's it. Take one time plus, take one time minus. If I take plus, what I'm gonna get? If I'm taking minus, what I'm gonna get? Take plus one time. This is what alpha plus I beta. Take one time minus. Minus edta enna varum? Minus edta enna varum? Chintu. You tell me that, Chintu. Gamma plus I delta. Okay, wow. Find out alpha, beta, gamma, delta and put it over here. You will get the answer. Then for last question, why don't we use quadratic formula? Use Shivani Mani use pani paru, you will be understanding why you would do. Why we shouldn't use that. Shivani Mani quadratic formula use pani paru, that will be going lengthy. You only will not realize. Ye use panna kudadana, you will realize, do it. Is that clear? Understood or not? Super, sir. Next. You should be able to do it, not me. Alpha plus I beta gamma. So if you do that directly, you will get the answer. So I want everyone of you to respond it. Okay. So final answer will be 2. Okay, wow. Final answer will be 2. Do it. Calculation inga panna. Okay, wow. Just alpha beta calculate pani pari. You will get the answer. Otherwise, I'll do wait. So it is 3 plus 1 4 minus 4i by 2, which means 2 minus 2i. This is equal to alpha plus I beta. Okay, wow. This is what this. Okay, yes. Next, okay, 3 minus 1. 3 minus how much? 3 minus 1, 2, minus 2i plus 2i, 0. So 2 by 2. Okay, wow. So 1 plus 0 iota. 1 plus 0 iota is gamma plus I delta. Okay, wow. So finally, what I'm gonna get? Finally, what I'm gonna get? Gamma is equal to 1a and delta is equal to 0. Alpha is equal to 2 and beta is equal to minus 2. Substitute there. So alpha delta, which is 2, 0. So which is 2. D for Delhi Baba is the right answer. Yes or no? Next, do this. We got D. Now everybody look at the board. Sir, Z belongs to C. Z belongs to the complex number B such that Z square plus 3i by Z minus 2 plus I is equal to 2 plus 3i. Then the sum of all possible values of Z square. Sum of all the possible values of Z square. Sum of all the possible values of Z square. Super question da. Okay, how do you do this? Sum of all possible values of Z square கேட்டாங்க. அப்போ நான் வந்து ஒரே ஒரு விஷயம்டா, ஒரே ஒரு லாஜிக் அப்ளை பண்ண போறேன். So they're asking to find என்ன? Sum of all, to find now we need to find out this. Okay, so yes, let's do one thing. Since it is like 2, we'll get two roots. Two complex numbers கிடைக்கும் obviously because we have Z square here. Check, cross multiply பண்ண என்ன வரும்? Z square plus 3i is equal to 2 plus 3i into Z minus 2 plus iota. Correct? Yes or no guys? Look, now simplify this. Simplify பண்ண ஒரு quadratic மாதிரி equation வரும். Yes or no? Super sir. Sir, இப்போ பாரு. So 2z minus 4 plus 2 iota 3z iota. Okay, 3z iota minus 6i minus 3. Yes or no? Yes sir. Z square plus 3 iota and 2z plus 2 iota plus 3z iota minus 4 minus, okay, wait, 2z plus 3z iota 6i minus 4i, 6i minus 2i avadla minus 4i here minus 7. Correct pare? Is that clear? Yes. Sir, I should take z common. If I take z common, what happens? Iota common, sorry. Z square plus 3 plus Z family. What is the Z family we have? We'll do one thing, shift everything one side and do it, no problem, no tension. Z, just do it quietly, carefully, without any mistakes. Okay, I need to form a quadratic in terms of Z. Z வேணும்னா இங்க Z இருக்கு, இங்க Z இருக்குடா. So minus common எடுக்கலாமா? Minus common எடுத்தா 2 plus 3z, sorry, 2 plus 3 iota Z. Okay வா? Next 3 iota plus 4 iota, 7 iota. 7 iota plus 7 is my constant. Okay வா? Check, isn't it looking like a quadratic in terms of Z? Z square minus something into Z plus something is equal to 0. Quadratic in terms of Z இருக்கு. Sir, இப்படி பண்ணா இப்போ பாத்தீங்கன்னா பாரு. We need to solve for Z. Sum of possible values of Z they are asking. So we need to solve for Z right here. Tell me. Sir, sum of squares of they are asking. What we need to find out? To find Z1 square plus Z2 square. Sorry. Z1 square plus Z2 square है ना? See, Z1 square plus Z2 square है ना? A square plus B square form लेना. A plus B whole square minus 2 times of Z1 Z2. A plus B whole square minus 2 AB मानी जाना. Now for it, a plus b whole square means what? Sum of the roots. Sum of the roots means what? b by a minus b by a. So which is 2 plus 3 iota whole square. Super. Product of the roots is c by a, which is 7i plus 7. Okay, wow. So if a square plus b square plus 12i minus 14i minus 14. So tell me here, minus 5 minus 19 minus 2i. Minus 19 minus 2i. Okay. Minus 19 minus 2i. B for balle balle is the right answer. B for balle balle is the right answer. Any doubts? B for balle balle is the right answer. Any doubts? Separate z and iota. Yes. That's what we did. Nalla pari. See, sum of the roots enada. Sum of the roots is what? Minus b by a mari. The quadratic in terms of z. Sum of the roots is minus b by a. Product of the roots is idi by idi. Adu panna minus 19 minus 2i in the 2i is the answer. Yes. Shall we go forward? I think I'm hiding the board, please. Next, guys, organ plane and a complex plane. Organ plane or complex plane. So organ plane or complex plane, sir, basically. What do you mean by organ plane? Guys, basically to represent a complex number in a plane, simple. Sir, in coordinate geometry, what is called Cartesian plane? Cartesian plane means what? Or x-axis and or y-axis. Okay, why the Cartesian plane? Or organ plane or complex plane, both are same. Okay, complex plane we call x-axis or real axis. This is real axis. This is imaginary axis. Okay, real axis and imaginary axis. So real axis, imaginary axis na. See, in Cartesian plane basically, for example, to represent a point x comma y, we use x and y axis. To represent a complex number in some plane, we use real and imaginary axis. That particular plane is called as Cartesian plane. Complex plane or organt plane. Organt plane means simple to real and imaginary axis. For example, let us say you have this. Let us say z is equal to x plus iy. Z plus xy is a complex number. In the complex number, you have the organt plane plot panano. Represent panano. Simply real part and x, imaginary part and y. So this is how we represent. This is how we plot a complex number or represent a complex number. Yes or no? Yes or no? This is y length. This is x length. This is x length, which is x. This is y length, which is y. Yes or no? Simple. This is simple. Nothing is there. Conjugate of a complex number. So conjugate very nice. So conjugate very simple. Look at the board, everyone. For example, z is equal to x plus iy. If you have a conjugate, we denote with z bar. That is x minus iy. Simple. Okay, wow. Imaginary part will be changing. Imaginary part alone will be changing. Okay, imaginary part alone will be changing. Are you getting the point? Yes or no? Yes or no? Simple, sir. Sir, imaginary part alone will be changing. Now we will talk about properties. Properties of conjugate of a complex number. Properties of conjugate of complex number. First property. Look at the one. Let me write here. The first property. Guys, if z is equal to x plus iy, let's say, okay, and if z bar is equal to x minus iy, then what happens? Z is equal to x plus iy, z is equal to x minus iy. Super important. The first pathina z plus z bar n. Obviously, this is add 2x will come. Okay, wow, 2x will come. This 2x can be simply written as 2 times of real part of z. Correct or not? Yes or no? And second property, z minus z bar n, sir. 2i times of y, which is nothing but 2i times of imaginary part. Okay, 2i imaginary part of z. Purida? Yes or no? Very good. Next and pathina, for example, z1 plus z2 whole bar panna, z1 bar plus z2 bar. If split panikla. Okay, why split panikla. Next fourth point, z1 minus z2 whole bar panna, the பெரிய bar can be split into two chotu bars. Okay வா? இப்போ z1 by z2 so multiply panna, still it can be split into two chotu bars. Okay, now z1 by z2 whole bar na z1 bar by z2 bar. In fact, z2 cannot be equal to 0 here because denominator is by root of. Yes or no? Next super important property. Next seventh one, let me write here. Seventh one. Okay, seventh one. Seventh one, guys. Z bar whole bar will be always equal to z. Okay, wow. Z bar whole bar will be always equal to z. Now, guys, here z and we can write one more property actually, but otherwise this is enough, I think. No. We can write this property as well. Z power of n. Okay, what else I can write? Z bar to the power of n can always be written as z to the power of n whole bar. Both are correct. Z bar panni or power rise panna, that will be equal to what? Z to the power of n whole bar. Okay, bar means conjugate. Okay. Next, last one, second last, sorry. Z is equal to z bar. Then z is a purely real. Z is equal to minus z bar है ना. Z is a purely imaginary number. Correct? Make sense? Make sense or not? Me. अरे एपड़ी डा. See. எப்படி ஆகும் பாரு. இது எப்படி சார்? Can you all look at the board carefully? இது எப்படி சார்? How this is going to be? Z is equal to z bar. Z is equal to minus z bar. பாரு. Dey, see, I'll tell you one thing da. This complex number and this complex number are equal. When that is possible da? This is equal to this da. When these two will be equal? When imaginary part is 0, imaginary part 0 panna, z and z bar rendu equal iruviliya. That's what I'm saying. Okay va? This is equal idu rendu equal aagradhukku our real part equal I mean imaginary part 0 irukano. Appo this is equal to minus times of z bar. Eppo irunda very important or super important. Believe me, this is super important property. Okay va? Super important property these two are. And these two properties are super important again. Okay, first two properties, and then obviously all these are important, but these are very important. Star mark properties are super duper important. Okay, ipo z is equal to minus z bar. This is equal to minus z bar eppo irunda when z is a purely imaginary. Paru ipo real part 0 irukano. Ipo real part 0 aichina, that will become what? Z is equal to minus z bar. Paru real part 0 panna iy minus iy, then z is equal to minus iz or not? I mean, z is equal to minus z bar or not? That's what. Okay, any doubts? Easy? Yes. Easy above, easy. Okay, so this is what the properties of this. Now we'll see the question. Now there are a lot of questions. See, this is simple question. Z is equal. This is 2022 question. 2022 mains question. 2022 mains question. Z is equal to 2 plus 3 iota and z to the power of 5 plus z bar to the power of 5. Firstly, let me write like this. So z bar of 5 can be written, see, can I write this as z to the power of 5 whole bar? This guy I'm writing like this. Do you agree with my point? Let me consider this guy as z plus z bar. Isn't it looking like z plus z bar? You consider this guy as z, this will be z bar. Z plus z bar. Z plus z bar means what? Suresh Naik Sir, z plus z bar na, that is going to be 2 times of real part of z. So can I write this as now? Can I write this guy as 2 times of real part of z? Okay va. Now z to the power of 5 avenu. Z to the power of 5 avenu. Z to the power of 5 enna paranu? Simple. Let us find out z to the power of 5. Z to the power of 5 enna 2 plus 3i to the power of 5. Sir, should I multiply 5 times? When arach into complex, I mean binomial theorem theriyuma, adu apply panikla. Enadi 5c0 first number to the power of 5 into second number to the power of 0. Next 5c1 2 to the power of 4, 2 to the power of 4, 3i to the power of 1a. Next 5c2 2 to the power of 3, 3i to the power of 2. Yes or no? Next 5c3 2 to the power of 2 and then 3i to the power of 3. 5c4 2 to the power of 1a, 3i to the power of 4. 5c5 2 to the power of 0, 3i to the power of 5. Okay, what I want real part of this particular real part particular, which means I can take this, idivena, not required. Okay, this is also real part, it gives me real part. This is also not required. Okay, this is also not required, sorry, this is required here, this is not required. Okay, wow. Whichever I highlighted, whichever I underlined, that is what you need to take, because that is what going to give me real part. Real part real part na only even suffixes மட்டும் கிடைக்கணும், odd suffixes எடுக்க கூடாது. ஏனா அதுல iota வரும், iota எனக்கு வேணா, ஏனா பாரு எனக்கு real part மட்டும் வேணும், imaginary part வேணாம். இப்போ பாரு, so 5c0 என்ன 1a 2 power of 5 as it is, இது வந்தா. Next 5c2 means 10. Let me, this is directly 32. 2 power of 5 means 32 da. 5c2 means what are 10. 2 power of 3 is 8. And 3i square means 9 minus 9 minus 9. Yes. Okay. Plus next 5c4 means 5 into 2, 81 to the power of 1. I mean iota to the power of 4 is 1. So this solve panna varum 32 minus 720 how much that 10. So 810 correct. Check. So 80 90 means minus 62. I'm getting minus 62. Your answer minus 62. This is equal to z to the power of 5. Okay, sorry, idana real part of z to the power of 5. Okay, wow, real part of z to the power of 5, but something there is a mistake. Can you please check? La 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 la. Oh. This sorry. This 92 da. This 92. This na? This 90 plus 92 kadaya. Sorry. Wait. This na 90. So 122. 122. What is requirement here? 122 is real part of this. 2, they are multiplying with 2. This is my star equation. So from the star equation now 2 times of real part of z to the power of 5. So which is 2 into 122, which is 244. Option A for Ahmedabad is the right answer. Any doubts? Very good. Next concept, sir. Modulus of a complex number. So this is the answer, simple. Okay, next modulus of a complex number. So modulus of a complex number hai na, sir. Modulus of a complex number hai na, pare. See, for example, let me say this. Okay, let me say z is equal to x plus iy. Okay, wow, z is equal to x plus iy. Okay, sir, if I have to take modulus on both sides, if I have to take modulus on both sides, this is nothing but basically simple da. What is this? Modulus of z is nothing but simply real part of the complex number whole square plus imaginary part of the complex number whole square. Correct? Yes or no? That is chuma. I told you na, square root of x square plus y square, which is real part of the complex number and imaginary part of the complex number whole square. Yes or no? Hello, my dear Chintush. Yes, sir. Clear? Yes. Now I'll ask you one thing. What is the meaning of this? Can I simply write this guy as like this? Do you agree with my point or not? Tell me. Can I write like this? Now what do you understand from this? I'm writing this fellow as this. What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? Distance of a point called x comma y from the origin. This is what this. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Which means that, look at the board everyone. Okay, this is origin. There is a point called something x comma y. In the point origin nadu distance modulus z. Okay va, point origin ku ஒரு பிளேன்ல இருக்க பாயிண்ட்க்கு நடுவுல இருக்க டிஸ்டன்ஸ் தான் mod z. இப்போ mod z வேணும்னா இப்போ mod z னா மீனிங் என்ன? ஆரிஜினுக்கு ஒரு பாயிண்ட்க்கு இன்னொரு பாயிண்ட்க்கு நடுவுல இருக்க டிஸ்டன்ஸ் என்ன பாயிண்ட்? x, y and 0, 0. That's the logic. Okay வா? அரே 2 பாயிண்ட் ஃபார்ம் பண்ணி ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் பண்ணி பாரு. டிஸ்டன்ஸ் ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் பண்ண என்ன வரும்? இதுதான வரும். எஸ் ஆர் நோ? சூப்பர் சார். So for example guys, என்ன பாயிண்ட்? z complex number I'm representing in a plane. A complex plane. For example, I'm telling you this is one point. Okay, so next concept for it. Next simple look at the body. I'll make you realize one more beautiful fact here. For example, z minus 2y z minus 2y. What is the meaning of this? Here basically 2 belongs to 2 is a real number, obviously. Okay wow, 2 is a real number, or you can write any number. Z minus, you can write some constant, any scalar k. Okay wow, where k belongs to real number here. What is the meaning of this? This imaginary axis, a real axis. Okay, this real, this imaginary. Now ipo panna enna varum? Z minus k. Sir, z minus 0 panna origin and the distance. Ipo k and the distance. Okay va, k and the distance. K means what here? So can I write this as k minus k comma 0. K comma 0 and z ku z and something x comma y. What is this? Basically z minus k. K means what here? K means what? Sir, I have one doubt. How are you saying k comma 0 here? Okay, I will tell you one thing. Wait. Sir, ipo can I write this question as eppadi indha paru? Let us do one thing. Otherwise, if you want me to explain even more detailedly, look at the board. Okay, sir, can I write this guy as, look at the board, can I write z mod z as mod z minus 0 plus 0 iota? Okay wow, can I write like this? Okay, can I write like this? So z means what here? Let me take x plus iy. Z is what? X plus iy minus 0 plus 0 iota. புரியுதா? இப்போ பாரு, separate imaginary part separate பண்ண என்ன வரும்? Imaginary part separate பண்ணனும். Okay wow, this is mod z. In fact, what is the meaning of this da? Modulus of this is what? X square plus y square or not? Tell me. X square plus y square or not? Yes sir. So which means that paru ipo z can be written as z minus something origin like that. Now z minus k can be written as what da? Z minus k can be written as what? Z minus k can be written as z minus k plus 0 I paru. So z minus can be written as what? Z minus k can be written as z minus k plus 0 I. So k plus 0 means what? K comma 0 point. இப்போ இதுக்கு நடுவுல இருக்க distance da modulus of z minus k. புரியுதா? Do you agree with my point? Super. This is the geometry da. You need to understand that this is super question actually. Sir, for example, they are giving me this. Sir, இப்போ இப்படி கொடுத்திருக்காங்க sir. எப்படி பாரு. So modulus of z1 minus z, they are giving this. அப்போ என்ன பண்ணணும்? Simple பாரு. Okay, z1 will be somewhere here, z2 will be somewhere here. Okay wow, z1 of z1 minus z2. In x axis, y axis. I mean x axis and y axis means real axis, imaginary axis. Okay wow, clear? Guys, if sir is eppadi sir, how are you saying this? And if you want to understand in even more detail, you can do like this. If you want to understand even more detail, for x plus iy1, x1 plus iy1, we took z1 as what? X plus iy1 minus x2 plus iy2. இப்படி பண்ணா என்ன வரும்? x1 minus x2 plus I times of y1 minus y2. Sorry. So tell what is the answer of this da? What is the answer of this? I mean modulus of this is now x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. This meaning is What is the meaning of this? This represents that basically, this represents what basically? So this is equal to this, which means what? Your meaning is modulus of Z1 minus Z2 that represent that in the point distance. Clearly I can see the distance. Check. Purida? Yes or no? Clearly understood, sir. Okay. Now I am going to give something crazy now. I'm going to give something crazy now. Look at the board. I'm going to give something crazy. Look at the board. Next page I'll give. So for example, I have given modulus of Z is equal to 4. What this represents, sir? What this will represent? Geometrically, this will represent a circle. Geometrically, thus this will represent a circle. Eppadi sir? Enakku theriyala sir. Sir, Z is equal to, let us take x plus iy is equal to 4. What is the meaning of this, sir? X square plus y square is equal to 4. Squaring on both sides. Panna 4 square. This is representing a circle equation or not? This represents circle having circle with center 0, 0, radius 4. Radius is 4. Clear? Yes or no? Yes, sir. Sir, geometrically how do we understand this? Geometrically how do you plot? Sir, there is a point called Z. So now this can be written as Z minus 0 plus 0 iota. Okay, wow. Is equal to 4. This will be written as what? This represents center always. In the place like a complex number will always represent the center of the circle. Okay, wow. This is center here. This can be written as this. Okay. Now this represent what now? So there is a point. Called Z. Which is in the distance of 4 units from the origin. Okay, wow. This point can be here. This point can be here. Here. Anywhere like this. Purida, are you understanding or not? Super. Yes, sir. Nalla paru. Please understand this, guys. This is a real part. This imaginary part. Okay, wow. Z is a point which moves in a plane such a way that on the point origin and maintaining 4 distance. This 4. Okay, wow. The point will move in a circular path. That is why it is a circle equation having center 0, 0, radius 4. Cool? Very good. Guys, geometrically you should understand that is what very important. Now for example, if I give like this. This is also very important. This is also very important. Geometrically I am giving that. Now what if, sir, argument is needed for direction? Yes. Very good. Okay, wow. Now for example, if I give like this, what if I give like this? Z minus 3 minus iota is equal to, what is the meaning of this? Represents a circle. Represents a circle having center what? Having center 3, 1 and radius in a 3, 1. Okay, so this is something x, y. Yes or no? So this is real axis and imaginary axis. This is how the diagram looks like. Purida, in the place like a point representing center. In the place like this will represent what? This will represent what? The radius. Very good. Okay, next pari. Next for example, Z lie between 2 and 6. Let's say like that. Okay, wow. Or else you can say simply, sir, modulus of Z is lesser than 4. Modulus of Z lesser than 4 means what? Modulus of Z means what? Distance of a point from the origin. Okay, wow. Sorry. Modulus of Z means what? Modulus of Z means what? Suresh sir enna sonnaru? Origin landu or point oda distance. Okay, wow. Origin landu or point oda distance. Okay, and the distance வந்து 4 க்கு கம்மி தான் இருக்கணும். அந்த distance என்ன 4 க்கு கம்மி இருக்கணும். Okay, வா பாரு. இந்த distance என்னடா 4 க்கு கம்மி. Mod Z means what? Distance of a point called Z from the origin is what? Mod Z. And the mod Z வந்து lesser than 4 இருக்கணும் means இந்த distance இருக்கா அது 4 க்கு கம்மி இருக்கணும், which means what? That represents circle only. But which distance that will represent? Which path that will represent? Pare. That will represent circle only, but that will represent the inside path. That will represent what? The inside part. that will represent the inside part. Purida? Yes or no? Yes, sir. Right? Okay, wow. Next, one more thing, sir. For example, if sir. Oh. Cool? Yes, sir. Now, if you okay. Everybody look at the board. Everybody look at the board. Now, what I'm going to do, for example, if I give like this. Now, without meaning now. Distance of a point. There are two circles basically. We are talking about two circles. We are talking about two circles. Either circle and either circle. Yes or no? We are talking about two circles. Either circle, another circle. Okay, having center 0, 0. But in the circle, in the circular radius, I mean modulus of z. Z means what basically? Z should be what? More than 2 but lesser than 6. More than 2 but lesser than 6, which means I need to represent this. More than 6 but lesser than 2. So more than 2, more than 2, more than 2, lesser than 6. Is it 2? Is 6? Okay, wow. Purida, this is 2D. This is 2, this is 6. So, naduvula distance nalla pare. Yes or no? Technology. Yes, sir. Purida, Chintu, did you all get the point or not? Tell me. Is that clear with everyone? Is that clear with everyone? Yes, sir. Super, sir. Next. Now, what I am going to do now? What I am going to do? Next. Next, modulus of a complex number. Super important. Super duper important. Modulus of a complex number. Sir, modulus of a complex number means what? Just now I have taught you. Modulus of z means what? I have taught you that. Okay. Next, properties of a complex number. Properties of modulus of a complex number. Properties of modulus of a complex number. Sir, first property. Property number 1. What is the property number 1? Property number super important, very important. For mains and advance. For JEE. Advance. Mains ka advance rendume important. Okay, wow. Guys, basically complex number chapter itself is a favorite chapter to the examiner. Okay, wow. And the paper setter, whoever is going to prepare the paper, avarku in the chapter vandu romba pudikum. Every time they will give more and more questions in advance. Okay, wow. So mains liyu they will ask more questions, but advance liyu kandipa or question irukunda. Okay, wow. Okay, so first property, let's say z is equal to x plus iy and z bar is equal to what? X minus iy. Then what I'm gonna get? Then pari. The first property, so first very important property, modulus of z will be always equal to modulus of z bar, will be always equal to modulus of minus z, will be always equal to minus z bar. Your modulus will be always equal to each other. Simple. Second property, modulus of z square can always be written as modulus of what? Modulus of z bar whole square. This is equal to z into z bar. This is super duper 1000 times $1 million important $1 million formula. Okay, wow. Yes or no? Super shy. Super. Look, simply if you want you can erase this also, no problem. If you want you can erase this and write only this. This is super important. Okay. Okay guys, next, third property, modulus of Z1 into Z2 can be written as individually like this. Modulus of Z1 by Z2 modulus of Z1 by modulus of Z2. Yes or no? In fact, Z2 cannot be equal to 0. Yes or no? In fact, Z2 cannot be equal to 0. Now, modulus of Z to the power of n will always be written as modulus of Z whole to the power of n. Okay? Clear? Yes or no, sir? Yes, sir. One more beautiful property I am going to tell you. One more beautiful property I am going to tell you. What is that property, sir? Sixth property. Modulus of Z1 plus Z2 whole square. Sir. Can anybody answer? A plus B whole square, sir. Wrong, not cheat2. So Z1 square plus Z2 square plus 2 times of real part of Z1 Z2. Okay, wow. Yes or no? 2 times of real part of Z1. Z1 into Z2 bar. Chuma kadeyadare re chambi. Z1 into Z2 bar. Technology, pare. Technology. Okay, wow. Yes. Okay. Yes. Sir, this proof eppadi, sir? Eppadi proof pandrathu pare? You can prove this very simple. Can I write this guy as Z1 plus Z2 into Z1 plus Z2 whole bar? If I consider this guy as Z square can be written as what? Z square can be written as what? This. Modulus of Z square, right? Modulus of Z square. In fact, this is modulus only. This is modulus, not this. This is modulus. Okay? This is modulus. Okay. So, modulus of Z square can be written as Z into Z bar. So, Z into Z bar. Now, this can be split into two pieces. This can be split into two pieces. This into this, this into this, this into this, this into this. Yes or no? That is what you get. Sir, put modulus, modulus, plus or minus, plus or minus. Even for minus also same story. Even for minus also same story. Even for minus also same story. Okay, wow. If you multiply definitely will be. Let me teach the proof. Proof Z1 Z1 bar plus Z1 Z2 bar plus Z2 Z1 bar plus Z2 Z2 bar. Okay, why then Z1 modulus of Z1 square. Here modulus of Z2 square. Okay, wow. So Z1 Z2 bar plus Z2 Z1 bar. Okay, yes or no? This is what I got. Now I can take whole bar there. Okay, wow. I can take whole bar there. Can I take this whole bar? Da? Check. I can take somewhere whole bar. Z1 Z2, right? Guys, I can take whole bar here. I can take, if I take whole bar, what happens? You take whole bar here. This whole bar edutha whole bar edutha varum. Idu enna pandranga? Okay, this whole bar edutha varum. This whole bar edutha varum. Modulus of Z1 square plus modulus of Z2 square plus idenna Z1 bar into Z2. Idenna pari inga Z1 bar idike ipo enna varum Z2 bar whole bar enna irum Z2 bar. Z2 Z1 bar Z1 bar Z1 bar है ना, Z1 bar and Z2 into Z1 bar, simple pari, Z1 bar into Z2. So tell me, so Z1 square plus Z2 square as it is. So isn't it looking like 2 times of this, 2 times of this, 2 times of Z1 Z2 bar, 2 times of Z1 Z2 bar means what? Sir, actually அது வேணா சார், actually அது வேணா, டைரக்டா சொல்லிக்கலாம். Look at the board. See, இது ஒரு காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் நம்பர் சார், செக். இந்த காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் நம்பர் எடுத்தா இது ஒரு காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் நம்பர், இதுக்கு கான்ஜுகேட் தான் இது பாரு. Are you getting the point or not? If I take bar over here, இவரோட கான்ஜுகேட் தான் இது. So Z1 I mean Z அவரோட கான்ஜுகேட், Z plus Z bar என்ன இருந்தா 2 times of real part of Z. Okay வா, 2 times of real part of இது. Okay, Z1 bar into Z2. Check. You understand? Is that clear? Z1 Z2 bar. Sir, why are you taking here, sir? You can take this bar here also, no problem. If you take this bar over here, what happens? This will be Z1, this will be Z1, and this will be Z bar. That's it. Take this bar here if you want. In the bar inge edutha idenna Z, ivar conjugate idi Z plus Z bar enna 2 times of real part of the complex number. Check. Hence proof. Nalla irukka proof? Okay va? Yes, Subramanian. Hi da Subramanian. Supraja Rama Purva Sanja Pravattate. Chintu, where were you, Chintu? You are coming after so long. Huh? Supraja Rama Purva Sanja Pravattate. Enada Chintu, where were you, Chintu? Hi. எப்படி இருக்கீங்கடா சுப்ரமணியன்? சுப்ரமணியன் Chintu. Hence proved. Okay, proof. This is super, guys. This is very proof I'm teaching, because these kind of things are very important in advance. Okay, very simple. Yes. Okay. Yes. Shall we do questions? Or questions solve panna, we'll get an idea. Chalo. Everybody do this. Everybody should do this. Sir, if Z is equal to x plus iy, xy both are not equal to 0, satisfies this, then mod z square is equal to dash. Super sir. Super question. Super question, sir. Eppadi sir? How super question? Satisfying this da pari. How do I do this? Tell me from this step. Z square is equal to minus iz. Correct? Sorry. Okay. Spidey number 1. Okay, why are you spamming? Fine. So taking modulus on both sides. Take modulus. Okay, wow. So then what I'm going to get? Modulus of z square is equal to what? Modulus of minus iota modulus of z. Can you split like that? So modulus of z square as it is, sir. Modulus of iota is 1. Modulus of minus iota modulus of iota is always 1. This is modulus of z, sir. Sir, இப்போ கரெக்ட்டா பாத்தீங்கன்னா modulus of z square இது shift பண்ணனும் to the left side. So modulus of z common எடுத்தா modulus of z minus 1 is equal to 0. So பாரு இப்படி solve பண்ணனும். Modulus of z is equal to 0 or modulus of z is equal to 1. So this is not possible, sir, because they said x and y both are not equal to 0. So this is not possible. எப்படிடா modulus of z வந்து 0 ஆக கூடாது. Which means what? I mean x and y both 0 ஆக கூடாது. Which means what? Modulus of z will not be equal to 0. So modulus of z is equal to what? Modulus of z is equal to what? The modulus of z square என்ன? பாரு modulus of z square என்ன? अरे modulus z square not directly 1 ne avada b for balli is the right answer. Okay, modulus of z square is equal to 1. This is what equal to modulus of z bar over square. Modulus of z square is what modulus of z bar over square. That's what they are asking. Okay, wow. This minus 2 kadayara z bar square. Please understand. So answer is now 1. B for balli is the right answer. Super. Okay. Next question. This is purely imaginary. Then what is the modulus of z? This is purely imaginary. What is the modulus of z? Right, this is a simple question. You need to do this. This is a homework for you all. This is a homework da. Okay, and this is a circle question. Circle question. Sir, if a circle question, how do I do? How do I solve the circle question? Simple sir, நீங்க வந்து கேர்ஃபுல்லா z1 z2 கிட்ட டீல் பண்ணணும். எஸ் ஆர் நோ? கேர்ஃபுல்லா z1 z2 கிட்ட டீல் பண்ணணும் பாரு guys. ஓகே, see cross multiply பண்ணி சால்வ் பண்றா. cross multiply பண்ணி because modulus of z1 by z2 can be written as what? Modulus of z1 divided by modulus of z. Split பண்ணிக்கலாம். Shivani Mani, that is a practice. How did you approach so fast? Practice makes man perfect. Nalla practice panna, you will be getting an idea ra. Nariya practice pannu. Nariya questions practice panna, you will get an idea. Okay, va. Chalo. So in the question solve panni paathukalama. Are one nimisham na wait. Question endha kuduthirukanga z1 minus 2z2. Okay. Modulus of z1 minus 2z2 divided by what? Half times of, I think half times of something. Half minus z1 bar. Half minus z1 z2 bar is equal to 2. So cross multiply panna enna varum? Cross multiply pari. So z1 minus 2z2 divided by 1 minus 2 times of z1 z2 is equal to what? 2 மேல போயிடும். கீழ இருக்க 2 மேல போயிடும். இது 2 cancel. ஓகேவா? 2 cancel. கீழ இருக்க 2 மேல போயிடும். cancel ஆயிடும். போய் look at the board. Now taking squaring on both sides. If I take squaring on both sides. Okay, squaring on both sides. Square பண்ண என்ன வரும் sir? Sir, I can write like this, no? Magnitude of z square. It's z square mari. So can I write this guy as complex number conjugate. Okay, in the complex number and divided conjugate. Okay, wow. Divided conjugate. Check. Do you agree with my pointer? Chintu nalla paru. Sorry, idu eppadi solve pandrathu? z1 minus 2z2. Idu split pannikala. z1 minus 2z2 bar. Idanna 1 minus 2z1 z2 bar. 1 minus 2z1 bar z2. Okay, simplify panni paru. z1 square. Correct? Yes or no? z1 into z1 bar minus 2 times of z1 z2 bar minus 2 times of z1 bar into z2 plus 4 times of modulus of z2 whole square is equal to 1 minus 2 z1 bar z2 minus modulus of z2 square. Okay, nalla paru. Left side, right hand side paru. Nalla paru. z1 bar z2 bar. z1 bar z2. Idu ushka. Idu ushka. Puridara Chintu. Vare va pari. So now what I left with? Simple. Now what I left with here? Modulus of z1 square minus 4 modulus of z1 square plus 4 times of modulus of z2 square. Okay, minus 4 times of z1 square into z2 square is equal to 0. Yes or no? Is equal to 0 kadayadu. Is equal to 1, sorry. Is equal to 1 because we have 1 here on the right hand side. எனக்கு 1 இருக்கு பாரு. we have 1 or not, tell me. புரியுதா எல்லாருக்கும்? சூப்பர் சார். இப்போ என்ன பண்ணணும்? Can we take z1 square common? I'll do one thing. From these two terms I'll take z1 square common. I'll write this as -1. Okay, look at the board. This one -1. Okay, so z1 square common edukalama. So 1 minus 4 z2 square. Okay, plus 4 mod z2 whole square minus 1 is equal to 0. So z1 square into 1 minus 4 z2 square. Okay, can I take minus common? If I take minus common, 1 minus 4 z2 whole square is equal to 0. Check. Again these two terms will be common. Okay, wow. Again these two terms will be common. So 1 minus 4 z2 whole square into z1 square minus 1 is equal to 0. So what is this? Modulus of z2 whole square is equal to 1 by 4. So modulus of z2 is equal to what? 1 by 2. Okay, positive irukanu. Modulus of z1 is equal to what? 1. Tell me. 1 by 2, 1. Second circle having radius 1 by 2. First circle having radius 1. Yes or no? Second circle having radius 1 by 2. First circle having radius 1. Check. Either z1 lies on the circle with radius 1. z2 lies on the circle radius 2. D for Delhi Baba is matching. Check. D for Delhi Baba is matching. Now, radius of z1 is 1. z2 lies on the circle of radius 1 by 2. That's the z2 order radius 1 by 2. Yes or no? z2 order radius 1 by 2. Okay, z2 order radius 1 by 2, and then z1 order radius is 1. So this is what your answer is. This is what your answer. Clear? Clear? Super. Patient solve panna. Patient solve panna, you will get an idea. Yes or no? Yes. And guys, do the remaining questions on modulus. I've got beautiful questions for you all. So try to do this homework. Okay, homework. This is also homework. Yeah, so I've got many questions as homework. Whatever the questions we have here, do them as homework. Okay, so this is what the modulus of a complex number is all about and its properties. Okay, so that's it for today. So today I think we took decent number of subtopics and decent number of questions and concept. Okay, wow. I will send you these notes in the Telegram. நீங்க கண்டிப்பா டெலிகிராம்ல ஜாயின் பண்ணிக்கோங்கடா. மறக்காம இந்த நோட்ஸ் டெலிகிராம்ல ஜாயின் பண்ணா ஸோ கிடைக்கும்டா. ஓகேவா? டெலிகிராம் இந்த QR ஸ்கேன் பண்ணி டெலிகிராம்ல ஜாயின் பண்ணிக்கோங்கடா. அண்ட் ஒன் மோர் திங் என்னன்னா மறக்காம சேனல் சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. தட் இஸ் வெரி 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 இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். நீங்க சேனல் சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணலன்னா அப்டேட்ஸ் வராது. Again I'm telling you. And in the session notes will be uploaded in the Telegram and the description of this video. Okay, and guys, மறக்காம இந்த வீடியோ உங்க ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் கிட்ட ஷேர் பண்ணுங்கடா. யாருக்கு பேக்லாக்ஸ் இருக்குமோ இந்த வீடியோ பார்த்தா you will definitely get lot of benefit from this. Okay, so that's it for today. We'll meet with the part 2 of the complex number in the next session. Until then, tata bye bye, good night, have a nice day, love you all my dear cheaters.